Hello and thank you for watching Astana Times Now. I'm your host, Chris Stanton. In this broadcast, we will examine Kazakhstan's 6-month GDP growth, Austrian-Kazakh cooperation in green technology, and the opening of the world-famous Hermitage exhibition at the National Museum of Kazakhstan. Among other stories, let's get started. German officials expressed interest in Kazakhstan's transit potential during the recent 11th Kazakh-German Intergovernmental Working Group meeting on trade and economic cooperation. The head of external economic policy for the German Federal Ministry for Economic Affairs of Energy, Eckhard Franz, discussed collaboration on green energy and the creation of industrial facilities.
The field of green energy, this all ties into the framework in connection with Expo 2017. Secondly, we're interested in the industry of manufacturing. Today, there is a diversification in your economy, and we see huge opportunities here because of that. There are also talks on infrastructure, logistics, and creation of industrial facilities. One of the endpoints of the new Silk Road is the port in Duisburg. This is a river port with a long route of goods from China to Europe ends, which will be advantageous. Regarding the construction industry, Heidelberg Cement, in cooperation and energy saving with Deutsche Energie Agentur, are in talks. An industrial development program, digitalization of basic industries, will be implemented in cooperation with Fraunhofer Institute. In regards to alternative energy, the Minister of Energy signed agreements with Siemens. We see great potential of German investors to work in Kazakhstan. The meeting resulted in more than 20 agreements worth $1 billion. The agreements involved manufacturing, engineering, energy conservation, and innovative technologies.
A delegation from Carinthia, federal land in Austria, recently shared their experience in green technology at the Kazakh-Austria Day of Sustainable Technologies in Astana. The event included seminars on hydropower, solar energy, and the construction of smart cities. Peter Kaisar, the state governor of Carinthia, Austria, spoke about green technologies in the construction industry.
Our companies came here to present their newest technologies. We have a lot of experts in the green construction. They will give seminars on how to save energy during construction of homes. There are also experts in solar energy and financing energy-saving projects. Carinthia plans to cooperate with the South Kazakhstan region. Last year, we signed an agreement on partnership in the field of renewables. This is my first time here. We want to explore and see how our products fit into market. We're also going to seek out which partner we should team up with and find the best possible ways for cooperation. We're just not here for selling products. We're looking for long-term partners who have the same mindset when it comes to developing new energy, especially in our case in the natural fuel sector.
Kazakhstan's GDP outperformed projections to grow 4.2% in the first 6 months of this year. The National Economy Minister, Timur Suleimanov, discusses the factors contributing to the growth.
Exports increased by 37.6%, reaching almost 20 billion. This is a significant uptrend. We observe the growth not only of the traditional oil and gas industry, but also in natural minerals. We have a number of branches of deep processing, confectionery products, and rice. Inflation for the first half of 2017 was at the level of 3.7%. At the annual level, inflation was at the level of 7.5% and is within the target corridor. As a result of the second quarter, the banks issued more than 12 trillion tenge in loans. With each month, loans are becoming more affordable since the National Bank's base rate has decreased from 17% to 10.5% since the beginning of the year. The revenues of the state treasury for the past 6 months amounted to 3,407 billion tenge. At the end of the meeting, Kazakh Prime Minister Bakhtijan Sagintayev instructed authorities to monitor the development of budget deadlines and use state programs to improve social and economic development.
A British-Kazakh joint venture to produce stop valves recently opened its factory in Altara region. The plant is one of the several joint ventures expected to launch before the end of the year.
I would say there is a favorable investment climate here. The government gives support to business. This is the first things that attracts English companies that are thinking about setting foot into the Kazakhstan market. Only in this region, about 60 joint ventures have been opened recently, with $6 billion invested. Another joint venture expected to launch this year is the production of pipe fittings using locally manufactured parts. Investment in the first phase of the project is expected to total at $500,000.
South Korea's Expo 2017 pavilion showcases the country's position as one of the world's most technologically advanced nations. The pavilion offers an anime show mixed with live actors, advanced IT innovations, and the involvement of the pavilion visitors. Kim Jo-hung, the deputy director of Korea's pavilion, talks about the pavilion's vision for green technology.
In our pavilion, we presented our very own vision of the future, a new world connected with renewable energy sources, which will certainly make societal life more comfortable. The concept of our pavilion is presented in the form of a smart energy microsystem, which includes solar energy, an energy-saving system, and an intelligent heating system. Our system is fully adapted to any terrain and is managed using the information technology called Smart Home. I want to draw our guests' attention to our development of solar energy collection and conservation. Unlike other variants, ours has great advantages, which allows you to use the stored energy even in rainy and cloudy weather. We also have the Korean Energy Conservation System, ESS, which is the most advanced technology in the world. Well-known Korean companies produce their goods using it. We are helping millions of people around the world save energy. I think all this will be interesting for the guests of our pavilion.
The National Museum of Kazakhstan is displaying a collection of ancient weapons on loan from the State Hermitage as a part of Expo 2017. The display is titled East and West and includes 70 exhibits showcasing artifacts from the 15th to the end of the 19th century. The collection includes combat, hunting, sports, and ceremonial weapons from Turkey, Iran, India, Japan, France, Germany, and Spain.
The arrival of the world-famous Hermitage, one of the 20 most visited exhibitions in the world, is evidence of a truly friendly relationship between Kazakhstan and Russia. We brought directly to you artistic masterpieces of weaponry, first-class quality both from the West and the East. Also gifts to our princess starting from Nicholas I in the work of his weapons masters. For example, we have a revolver system which Nicholas I himself was involved in the design. The collection of the State Hermitage has almost 16,000 items and is considered one of the best in the world. Visitors to the exhibit are able to learn not only about the weapons but about their creators and the technologies of the past. The exhibition will last until September 20.
Well-known German publishing house Verlag Neue Musik recently published a musical composition by Kazakh composer Rahat Abisagin. He is the first Kazakh composer to be included in the 60-year-old company's catalog. Publishing house editor-in-chief Christoph Tagat says Abisagin has special style and has unique musical structure.
There are English, Chinese, Italian composers in our catalog, but Rahat B is the first from Kazakhstan. His music is rich of poetry, passion, and mathematical precision. It's difficult to combine all of these elements together, but with Rahat B, it works out just perfectly. The fact that this legendary German publishing house publishes my work is just a symbol of the fact that we're talking to the world in one language. The whole world is listening to us. A huge dream is to make Kazakhstani music recognizable around the globe. Abdisagin has also been highly acclaimed by Reinbert Evers. The famous German guitarist and professor at the University of Munster was among the first Germans to play Abdisagin's The Shadow of the Alhambra.
That's all for this week. Thank you for watching Astana Times Now. Check back next week for the latest in Kazakh news.